Only.
Come on, Susie, let's go for a walk. Come on, girl. Let's go. Come on.
Only one step.
Today, we're going geocaching. So by this point, you may be asking what this geocaching thing is that I speak of. Well, let me explain. So I googled geocaching and this is what the results told me. It's an activity or a pastime in which an item or a container holding a number of items is hidden at a particular location for GPS users to find by means of coordinates posted on the internet. That's essentially what it is. So there is an app called Geocaching that I downloaded, I logged into it, I made an account, and I was surprised to realize that here in the town that I live in, it only has a population of around 3,000 or so people, so it's a pretty small town. But essentially, geocaching is a real-world outdoor treasure hunting game. Using GPS-enabled devices, participants navigate to a specific set of GPS coordinates and attempt to find the geocache, which is a container, hidden at that location. So, let's go to location number 1. As you can see, I'm right by 2 items here that are easily found. I'm going to try and get to this one right here. It says it's about 1 kilometer away from where I am at the moment. So I just got to walk along here, up there, and then somewhere in there it is. Like, seriously, check it out. Like, this is the area that I live in. Look how many there is. There's so many. There's actually not quite as many as what I saw in other people's videos that live in the States. Like, they're just absolutely littered with these things. But there's one down here as well that I want to check out. This one right here. That'd be pretty cool to check out. But this one, you have to pay extra money for it. You have to upgrade, so then you can find it exactly. But I'm just going to go to whereabouts that location is and just see if I can find it. I really like the idea of doing this because it's like the modern day treasure hunt. It's like walking through the town. I think like every town, almost anywhere in the world, it's possible to do this. So if you want to check it out, click the link down below. Therell be a link in the description where you can head over to the geocaching website and see what they're up to. It's pretty fun. Like, the theory of it really excites me. It's like almost thrifting in a way. It's like a modern day treasure hunt. It's gonna be awesome. So we're almost at our first geocache for the day. We're literally just down the road. It's just up here a little bit. If you can see that, it's in direct sunlight, so you probably can't. But if we just turn around here and just walk up this little path and up there a little bit, we should find our first geocache. I thought it was gonna be a bit further down the road here, but I just realized this park reserve area is here, so I'm hoping we can find it. It should be hidden amongst some trees or something like that down the road. Let's go get this geocache. Come on, girl. Susie. Suey. Come on, let's go. We are getting very, very close to this geocache. We're just approaching it right now. And there's some bushes in here, so it's probably around near these bushes or probably like on the other side of it. Alright, we are currently right beside it. It is somewhere in here. Let's go and have a look. Come on, girl. I haven't found it yet, but they do say that they can be small as this and as big as like big boxes. And sometimes they hang them up in the tree as well. And it's pretty long grass in there. So it could be under some grass. And I'm not sure how accurate it is to the exact position on the map, but let's keep looking. I am right near it. I am basically on top of it. Look how close I am on the map. So I think it may be up here in this tree somewhere. I'm gonna put the camera down and try and find this thing. I'm like right on top of it, but it's like nowhere to be seen. It's hidden. I am clueless as to where it is. So what I've done is I've gone onto the app and I've started to read about it. This park is a really great place. Yeah, I agree with that. So I clicked on view the hint and it came up with not on the ground. So it's definitely in one of these trees here somewhere. It was placed here about a month ago, so it's a fairly new one. Guys, finally, after some persistence, I think I have found it. There is a bird's nest in the middle of this tree here, and there's like a blue container. I think I have it. Oh, I found it! Yoo! I found the geocache. Alright guys, let's do an unboxing and see what's in this thing. This must be like the GPS tracker. I don't know, look. Yeah, I don't know what that is. And then they have a Scooby-Dooby-Doo lock-sealed bag, waterproof bag with some paper in it. And it has a piece of paper with previous treasure hunters that have come and found it here. Team Smokey Bear, they must be Americans. Last person that was here was about a week ago, 6 days ago. And guess what guys, I forgot to bring a pen, so I can't even fill this thing out. So again, head over to geocaching.com if you want to get in on the treasure hunt. It's actually really fun. Like when I found this one, I was like really happy. It's so fun. So I'm going to see if I can fill this out, or maybe go back home and get a pen and find a better means of transportation and get a car. Also, after you've found it, the rule of the game is to make sure you put it back exactly where you found it, so then someone else can find it. I must admit though, that first geocache had me stunned. It took me about 26 minutes to the dot to find it, but eventually I got there. We're going to go to one more that's on the way back home when I'm walking Susie back home before I get the car. There's one more that we're passing by, so let's go to that one and see if we can find another geocache. It's such a cool app idea. People must do this in their spare time. I was just reading the comments, like once you find the item, you write a comment in saying, hey, I found it, blah, blah, blah. I was reading all the comments and I recognized one of the names. I think it was the Smokey Bear people. And they had found like 1,400 items, so they must do this in their spare time. I could just see myself living my life just to find these things. I just saw this sign on the post that says drone found. Call this number. Someone must have lost their drone. Lucky they didn't crash it in Japan. When you're searching for the geocaches, you can select the geocache and then click start down here, and then it gives you a straight line to go to. And this bottom bar down here, if you point your phone in that direction, the orange line should line up exactly in what direction it is. So you keep going until you get there. But we are about 259 meters away. We're going to keep going that way. I thought it was over here, but it's actually down here a bit further. We're at the front of the Holgate Bushland Reserve. Let's head on in and see if we can find this last geocache. So I've been in this reserve searching for this one for maybe 20 minutes or so, and I still can't find it. I went to the refuge of searching for the clue, and the clue was stump, which is very helpful because there's like one big freaking stump here, a stump over there, and some stumps over there. But I'm going to keep searching. This one has me stumped. So I was very stumped on that one. I didn't end up finding it. Whoever hid it, you did a cracking job. It was well hid, and I disappointedly didn't find it at all. It had me literally stumped. But I'm going back home because I want to get a pen, so when I do find some more, it's not a wasted achievement and I can write down in the book that I did find it. Okay guys, so I made it back home. I got the car. I'm heading to this one that is pretty far from walking distance to go to, but it is one of the grey coloured ones on the map, and I believe you need to buy the upgrade for like $7 a month, because it does say that you need to find 2 locations before you can find it. I don't know how it works, but I'm gonna try and just go there and see if I can potentially find this geocache there. Hopefully, let's see how we go. Okay, so at the moment we're right near one. I'm gonna get out and see if I can find something, but it does say that I need to upgrade to access this. But let's just see if we can find it anyway. I think I understand how this works now. So I'm out the front of this place here that has a gate, and there's like a trail that goes down there. but it's just telling me that it's here, so if I don't buy the upgrade, then it won't show me where to go. But I'll save that for you guys. You guys can buy the upgrade. I'm just going for the green ones, the ones that are free. So let's head out and see if we can find some more. So I am right where one of the geocaches are. It's right here. There's like a little track that's just up behind me here. So let's see if we can find it. So I was looking around and it led me to this place right here. They have a playground here, and there's also like a shed shelter thing here that has barbecue and stuff. One of the hints was to look in and look up. So I'm thinking it's over here somewhere in this shed. So maybe if I look in here and then I look up, it's somewhere here. I'm looking at the top of the roof and I can't see anything here. The other hint was that it is a waterproof camouflage container. Sometimes I really think people are just fooling with me, just making all this up and not actually putting something here. But there is something here, I just know it. I just have to find it. Let's check out underneath these playgrounds and see if it's maybe up here somewhere. If I was on a bike tour, this would be a pretty cool place to camp. And there's like nothing here. I think the last resort here, because it is in this area, it's like, it says it's right here where this playground is. So maybe it's in and then up in these trees here somewhere. So let's have a look in the trees. In and up. Oh, there's a nest or something there. But that one's empty, there's nothing in there. Hey! I think I found it. It's like zip tied to this thing. Hey! Oh, alright, let's have a look at this. Alright, so it's a pretty long list. When was the last person here? So maybe like 18 days ago the last person was here. Awesome. I'm going to fill this one out. Yay, first successful geocache signed. So once we find it, you just click on log geocache and you click found it. I found it. Yeah! And then when you found it, it shows you a smiley face where the geocache is. So I made it back home. Me and my dad are just having a look at my car to see if we can find what's wrong with the leaking coolant. The coolant fluid seems to leak away all the time. We think we found the culprit. There's a joiner there that connects the pipe for the coolant fluid, and it must be loose or it's just become real sort of frail over time and it's slowly leaking the fluid. When I put the accelerator down a little bit, it squirts out even more, so we might have to get a new part there and then hopefully that'll fix the problem. Could be this. I haven't driven this beast in a while. I'm just taking it around the block just to see how she's running. But when I took off from the parking spot where the car was parked for a while there, you could see like all the coolant fluid on the ground just like flooded the ground. It was like just leaking really bad, and my brakes are really bad too. Shit. Maybe that's just me adjusting from a different car, but I believe that was a pretty slow pull up. Let's check it out at around this next corner here and just see how the brakes are. I guess they're alright. I don't want to slam the brakes on either. I mean, it drives fine. I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. So I just got to find somewhere that has that part for the car, and then I think the car should be fixed. At the moment though, I'm just working on editing some vlogs and uploading today's vlog, and then after that I'm going to bed, getting ready for tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give me the good old thumbs up, and also put a comment down below if you have any questions. You guys know the drill. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.